Have you ever walked into a room full of people you know and felt something was quietly wrong? You didn't start a fight, you didn't say anything offensive, but the chill in the air was completely real. So you go home and replay the whole thing in your head. Was it something you did? Something you said? You keep searching for the mistake that doesn't exist. Here's what nobody tells you. What they reacted to wasn't your behavior. It was something far deeper, something happening entirely beneath the surface. Carl Jung called it the persona, the face every person curates for the world, the mask that hides everything they'd rather no one see. Behind that mask lives the shadow, the buried anger, the secret envy, the fear of not being enough. Everyone has one. Almost nobody looks at it.
When your presence pokes at someone's shadow, their mind reacts, not with honesty, with suspicion, with a quiet, unnamed hostility that feels directed at you, but isn't really about you at all. Jung called this projection. Your presence becomes a mirror, and some people cannot stand what they see reflected back at them. First, you reflect what they've avoided. Your growth shows them their own stagnation. You didn't put the mirror there, but they see themselves in it, and they resent you for it. Second, you represent what they gave up on. Your progress quietly indicts their abandoned choices. Devaluing you is the easiest way to silence that discomfort. Third, you stopped needing their approval. The emotional leverage they held over you quietly disappeared.
They can't explain the feeling, so they call you cold, distant, or arrogant. Fourth, they can't predict you anymore. Social manipulation depends on predictable reactions. When you stop reacting the way they expect, the entire script breaks down. Fifth, you started saying no. People who benefited from your open boundaries experience your limits as a personal loss. They won't admit that, so they call you difficult instead. Sixth, you stopped maintaining the comfortable fiction. Every group has unspoken agreements. When you stop pretending, you break the agreement, and groups protect their agreements aggressively. Seventh, you're moving forward, and the gap is showing. You're not trying to leave anyone behind, but the distance between where you are and where they stand is real, and it asks them a question they don't want to answer. The question the gap asks silently, relentlessly, is this: why haven't I moved? That question is too uncomfortable to face honestly, so the mind turns it outward and aims it at you.
The resentment isn't a response to your failures. It's a response to your growth. You're not causing this by doing something wrong. You're causing it by doing something right. Jung called the path forward individuation, the work of becoming whole, integrating your shadow instead of hiding it, becoming more real rather than more acceptable. Most people spend their entire lives looking through a fogged window, seeing shapes but never quite making out what's real. The fog is the persona. The shadow is everything on the other side. Some relationships won't survive your becoming. That isn't failure. That's honest. Let some connections evolve. Hold on to the ones built on something real. The same quality that makes you threatening to people hiding from themselves makes you deeply compelling to people trying to find themselves. When you stop performing for people who wouldn't respect the real you anyway, the exhaustion begins to lift, and you realize how much energy was going toward keeping everyone comfortable at your expense. The goal isn't to become someone who sees through everyone while being perfectly transparent yourself. The goal is to do the honest, ongoing, imperfect work of becoming more real. Most of what looks like rejection isn't about you at all. It's about what your presence asks others to face. If this speaks to you, like, comment, and subscribe to Mind Logic for more on psychology, human behavior, and self-awareness.